So the first question, Stephen, is why now? Why is ferocity so important in today's world right now?
I think there's two answers. I think the first part of it is that if you really, really want a life that exceeds your expectations, you need to be ferocious. You need to train up this extra gear, and it's nothing people are talking about. It's not super sexy, it doesn't sell really, really well, but it's foundational high performance. And it's a foundational level of, I'm gonna break down the neuroscience, I'm gonna break down the psychology, I'm gonna break down the physiology, I'm gonna get to the basic level of the tools so you'll know how the system works and be able to work with it, first of all. And I think why now? The era of like the single act, the one career life is over, right? Success in today's world is about first act, second act, third act, fourth act, fifth act, sixth act, right? It's constantly requiring self-reinvention. And if you haven't trained up this habit of ferocity, you're gonna get eaten alive along the way.
Right, that's beautifully said. Now, in the program, you mentioned the importance of passion, the importance of goal setting. I mean, these are key things in the program. But one user wants to know, how is this different from just your regular purpose, passion, or goal setting course?
It's a fair question. So first of all, I will say that most people who are teaching purpose and passion and goal setting are teaching at the level of psychology. They're not talking about the underlying neurobiology. If you're not talking about neurobiology, you're not talking about mechanism, right? And if it can train you up in the fundamental mechanisms, everything else snaps into place. It's no longer wishy-washy, it's really, really clear. That's point A. This course will also layers in a flow layer, so the state of optimal performance, right? On top of that, it's layering in not just a grit layer, there's 6 levels of grit and the 2 foundational grit precursors. And when you lock all these things together and can work with them in unison, get them all to work for you, that's how you really achieve escape velocity.
There's so much science in here, there's so much practical approach, and there's so many tools and mechanisms, because you really wrote the books on these subjects and you studied the world's top performers.
I did, yes.
Now the final.
Look at me.
now, here's another question. People are really busy. How many hours a day or a week do they have to commit to get the best out of this program?
So that's that's one of the things that's amazing about the Quest platform in general is, right, it's chunked down into, I think the longest we go in any day, there's one 30-minute lecture, everything else is 20 minutes, and we introduce 3 to 5 concepts a week. Right. So you can really start to get through this in probably about an hour a day maximum, right? Longest in terms of the homework you're gonna have to do after watching the class. It's an amazing...
And that's just for one day. That's like one day that's about an hour.
Yeah, the maximum.
Right.
The maximum. So it's interesting how much benefit you can get from such a little bit of input.
Right, and note that you're not just watching videos, you're actually applying, because one of the key things that help you truly transform is your rate of application, how much you apply what you learn. And Quest is designed to get you to apply so that you build new behaviors. So in a week, you'll be looking at anywhere from 3 to 5 trainings of Stephen, and it's all going to be in the app, and each training is about 20 minutes roughly. So you're looking at about an hour to an hour and a half a week of videos by Stephen, and it goes on for 5 weeks. But in that week, don't forget, there's application, there's community, you're interacting with other students, and that's part of the fun of this program. But I gotta say, I've been watching this program as we've been creating it. I've been hearing from the people in this room, the film crew, and people are so excited about this because of the way you teach, right? We just saw you on stage speaking to 640 people at the auditorium across the hall at Mindvalley University. Mind-blowing stuff. So I know you guys are really, really, really gonna love this. This is gonna be one of those things that after you're done with your gym or your morning breakfast, you just wanna like open up your app and go through the lesson. It's gonna be really, really, really powerful. And the time that you spend in this shouldn't even be a question, because remember, the whole point of this program is to 5x your productivity. You are buying time because you're gonna get so much better, so much more effective at what it is that you do. For all of you watching, thank you so much for joining us, Stephen. Thank you, you've been an incredible teacher, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the Habit of Ferocity Quest on Mindvalley.
Roar.